So at the start of the episode, we are shown Yuzuriha, who has already turned into stone, but maybe her mind is still active, where she is thinking that it's been around 8 years since she has been stuck in stone. I can't count seconds like Senku, but I have to stay awake, and I believe that Senku, Taiju, and everyone else will definitely come to revive us. After that, the intro plays, and then we see Taiju and Ukyo, where they are on Dr. Zeno's multi-purpose ship, which is very fast, and because of that, they reach America very quickly. After that, we are shown Joel, meaning we see his flash memory, and his stone statue is shown, on which they pour miracle liquid, because of which he gets depetrified, and along with him, Kinro also comes back to life, and at the same time, the rest of the people also turn from stone back into humans. Yuzuriha becomes very happy, she hugs Taiju, and Ukyo wakes up the rest of the people as well. Where the people connected to Dr. Zeno are, Ukyo shows them Dr. Zeno's letters, where Luna tells everyone that Senku and Dr. Zeno have joined together so that they can build a spaceship because the Y-Man is sending very creepy messages, so all of them decided that they will take this spaceship to the moon and ask why he turned everyone into stone, and they have to do all this before he turns them into stone again. After that, Joel is seen asking about Kaseki, then Taiju tells that Kaseki has gone to India with Senku. Here everyone gets confused hearing the name of India, but Ukyo tells that Senku is going to build a computer, and hearing this, the people from the modern world get completely surprised. After that, we see Sai and Ryusui, where Sai is completely shocked that Senku is going to build a computer, and Ryusui says, yeah, you were the one who needed a computer the most, that's why they are making it. Then Gen comes and asks what all things will be needed to build a computer, where Senku explains that a computer itself is a whole different world, inside which there are switches that turn on and off, or 1 and 0. Senku says, in other words, anyone who can deal with 1s and 0s can build a computer, and hearing this, the others are shocked. Here Senku also explains a flag theory to them, showing how 1s and 0s can be understood through flags, where raising the flag means 1, and keeping it down means 0. The white flag is used to ask questions, and the red flag is used to give answers. Kohaku says her flag is a bit bigger, and Senku explains that Suika will raise her flag when either one of the white flags is raised, whether Chrome does it or Gen, but Kohaku's flag will only be raised when both people raise their flags at the same time, and this is basically foundational computer science. Overall, this is called addition, or AND, like 0 plus 0 equals 0, 1 plus 0 equals 1, and 1 plus 1 equals 2. When everyone is slowly understanding, Senku further explains that circuits do the same work with high precision, and if everything is arranged properly, they can build a computer. Sai says that if they had OR and AND gates, like diode gates, all of this is electrical science but belongs to computers. The others get confused and don't understand what he is saying. Gen says it's fine. Even people in the modern world couldn't understand these things easily. Sai says that without electricity and super fast processing, all of this will be pointless. And Senku himself said that making transistors would take 10 years. So what will they do in the stone world? Senku says they will make it using donuts. Everyone gets shocked hearing donut. Senku explains that copper will be wrapped around donuts to create coils, and using these things, they will build circuits, and for that, a lot of units will have to be made. After that, Mecha Senku appears and explains that parameters can be understood like an electrical swing. Like imagine you are hanging and moving forward and backward. Some people are moving forward, some backward. Depending on the direction they are facing, it feels like forward or backward. So the direction of swing decides everything, and that is the idea behind parameters. Chrome says he doesn't understand anything and is confused, but if Senku shows him by making one, he will understand, and he thinks Senku will use this for addition. Senku starts working on it. Sai has hope in his eyes, and Senku finally creates a 5-parameter adder circuit. People start working. Thousands of donuts are being made. Senku is building the computer with one hand, and on the other side, everyone is doing teamwork. Sai is also working on his part. The adder circuit can currently handle only small numbers, but by combining multiple circuits, bigger calculations will be possible.
Nanami says let's play a game, but since there's no time, let's just play chess. Sai becomes happy that now they can calculate up to 255. Sai has already made the full circuit diagram, but Kaseki is thinking how they will assemble such a complicated system and how they will explain all this to the people of Corn City, because communication is happening through Morse code, and sending circuit diagrams is not possible. Chelsea says if only they could send photos, it would be easier. Here Dr. Zeno says maybe there's a way to do this easily. Maybe they can send photos and circuit diagrams, and Jen gets scared because he's done this before and knows how difficult it is. Then Zeno talks about making a fax machine, and the instructions for it were already given to Taiju earlier when he was heading toward America. Zeno says even Senku will need this tutorial to build the fax machine. Senku says don't joke, just tell him how to do it and he'll handle the rest. Then Chelsea brings sulfur, and Senku says they will boil it and coat it on paper to create fax paper, and by burning it with electricity, they can print anything. Printing is easy, but the scanning part is difficult because the machine has to analyze which part is white and which is black, and convert that into electrical signals, which will be sent through airwaves so both sides can work at the same speed. After that, Ryusui says they can leave the actual construction of the computer to the people of Corn City and move toward another city. Everyone gets fired up hearing this, and preparations begin, packing starts, and the ship gets ready to leave. Sai thanks everyone and says he will stay in India and work on the computer diagram, and once it is done, he will send it through fax. Ryusui says don't be crazy, you are coming with them. They will need his math knowledge. Sai starts panicking and says he will never go with Ryusui. Evening comes. Sai is working, but he is crying, saying Ryusui always forces things his way and tries to act like the boss. Meanwhile, Ryusui is reviving more people using miracle liquid, and Senku is working on the fax machine, thinking that the scanning side is fine, but the printing side might be difficult, because if that part fails, the image won't come out properly. After that, the machine starts, and something is received from America, and finally they see Yuzuriha and the others in the photo, meaning they have successfully built the fax machine. Sai gets a little disturbed seeing the photo, but Jen understands that something happened between Sai and Ryusui, especially related to that photo. Chelsea shouts asking what the problem is with the photo. After that, they all sit down, and Sai explains that these are bad memories because he and Ryusui were always left out of group photos taken by the Nanami Corporation. Chelsea misunderstands, but Jen stops her. Sai further explains that his father trained him strictly to focus on math like a soldier, while on the other hand, no one in the family could control Ryusui. Whatever he said always happened. Even if Sai refused, Ryusui always knew how to use people and only thought about using them. Ryusui once came asking Sai to teach him chess, but Sai was not there anymore. He had already left for India. Hearing this story, Chelsea starts crying. Sai says don't cry. Ryusui is selfish and doesn't care about anyone. But Jen says he thinks Ryusui actually wants to work with Sai desperately, even if he is selfish and wants everything. His care for Sai is greater than everything. He just doesn't know how to show it. Sai becomes emotional remembering how Ryusui always wanted them to stay together or for Sai to always help him. After that, Ryusui enters, knocking on the door, and says, "Come on, before going to the sea, let's have a chess match." Sai says no. He already refused, but suddenly he goes quiet and agrees to play. They start playing chess, and Ryusui praises Sai, and both remember their past, how Ryusui always used to call out Sai again and again. Then Ryusui says wait, he will get bored outside if he doesn't get an opponent like Sai. After that, the ship is getting ready. Items are being loaded into it. Everyone is ready to leave, but Ryusui is waiting for Sai, thinking he will come. Everyone says Sai won't come, but then Sai arrives and decides to go with them. So finally, Sai has joined Senku, and with that, the episode ends. So guys, this was the latest episode of Dr. Stone. If you liked the video, then like it, and if you are new to the channel, then subscribe, and if possible, then hype the video.